Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we discussed about the RTGS, NEFT and payment done through debit card and credit card. Now let's see one example for how to pass the entries in the cash book if any transactions are given related with the RTGS transfer, NEFT transfer, debit card and credit card. So here illustration 7 is given. Question says that from the following transactions prepare 3 columnar cash book of Sri Jamuna Das for first fortnight of April 2016. So first of all, make the format for the 3 columnar cash book. 3 columnar cash book will include all the 3 types of column, that is discount, received column, cash column and bank column. So first column would be the date, receipt number, LF number, discount, cash and bank columns. Then for the payment side again, date column, payment column, voucher number, LF number, discount allowed column, cash amount column and the bank amount column. And on the top of the table you have to write the debit side, that is DR, and credit side, that is CR. And on the top of the table you also have to write the 3 columnar cash book of Sri Jamuna Das for first fortnight of April 2016. So now let's start with the first transaction, that is April 1st, opening cash balance rupees 30,000 and bank balance of rupees 8 lakhs. So you all know that opening cash balance and bank balance, opening bank balance is always recorded on the debit side of the cash book. So on the debit side, or we can say on the receipt side. So write the year 2016, April 1st. You have to show 2 balance brought forward. Opening balance have to show by writing 2 balance brought forward. So 30,000 you have to write it in the cash amount column and 8 lakhs in the bank amount column. Next transaction is 3rd April, goods of rupees 3 lakhs purchased from Nilesh at 2% cash discount and amount was paid by RTGS. RTGS charges rupees 30 and bank has debited the amount. So here goods are purchased from Nilesh at 2% cash discount. So cash is going out of business and it is transferred through RTGS. So bank column is affected, bank is affected. Therefore bank amount is decreasing, or we can say bank balance is decreasing. So as the goods are purchased, therefore it would be recorded on the credit side of the cash book, or we can say on the payment side of the cash book. So first of all write the date, year 2016 and the month April 3rd by purchase account. Now goods are purchased at 2% cash discount. So first of all calculate 2% on 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs into 2 divided by 100. You will get 6,000. So that 6,000 will be shown as discount allowed. Discount allowed 6,000. And if you minus 6,000 out of 6,000 out of 3 lakhs, you will get 2,94,000. So that amount will be recorded on the bank column, 2,94,000. Now in the transaction it is also said that this amount is paid by RTGS and RTGS charges are rupees 30. Bank has already debited. So you have to show RTGS charges also. It is a type of expenses. So write the date 3rd April by RTGS charges account. By RTGS charges account. Amount would be 30 because RTGS charge is 30, and it would be shown in the bank column. Bank column also in the bank column because bank has debited from the bank. Therefore 30 will be you have to write the 30 amount in the bank column on credit side. Then the next transaction is 5th of April, goods of rupees 1 lakh sold to Rajesh. He sent amount through the NEFT. Bank has credited the amount. So here goods are sold. So bank balance is increasing, right? So it would be recorded on the receipt side, or we can say on the debit side. So write the date first, 5th, to sales account. Here nothing, discount is not received. So 1 lakh would be shown in the bank amount column. But here, like the amount is paid through NEFT. Therefore, obviously there would be such charges for the NEFT. So that charges would be recorded on the credit side because it is a type of expense. So write the yes. Sorry, my fault. Like in this, for this transaction, yes, amount is transferred through NEFT, but like bank has like here charges are not given. It is not written that bank has charged the amount or bank has debited the amount, charge amount. Therefore here for NEFT charge would not be shown in the cash book because it is not given or not mentioned. That's why. Then next is goods of rupees 4 lakh was sold to Mahesh at 2% cash discount. He has sent the amount through RTGS. Bank has credited the amount. For this transaction, you can also see that RTGS charges are not mentioned in the transaction. Therefore, no entry will be passed for the RTGS charges in the cash book. But yes, now let's pass the entry for the sales. So goods are sold. Therefore, obviously bank balance is increasing. So write the date. It would be recorded on the receipt side or on the debit side. So write the date, that is 6th April, to sales account. Here, but it is sold to 2% cash discount. So calculate 2% on 4 lakhs, you will get 8,000. So 8,000 will be shown as discount received by Mahesh. So Mahesh is paying 8,000 less amount. So 8,000 will be written in the discount receipt column, and if you minus that 8,000 after 4 lakhs, you will get 3,92,000. That amount will be shown in the bank column because 3,92,000 is paid by the Mahesh and 8,000 is received as discount by to Mahesh. Got it? Okay. Then the next is insurance premium of rupees 10,000 was paid through NEFT and NEFT charges incurred rupees 3. Bank has debited the amount in our account. So insurance premium is paid through NEFT. So obviously bank balance is decreasing. It would be recorded on the payment side, on the credit side. So write the date, that is 7th April, by insurance premium account. So 10,000 was paid. So write the amount 10,000 will be written in the bank amount column. But here it is also given that NEFT charges has incurred for rupees 3 and bank has already debited the amount. So obviously it would be shown in the cash book because it is a type of expense. So write the date again, 7th April, by NEFT charges account, rupees 3 will be shown in the bank amount column. Got it? Okay. Then next one is salary of rupees 15,000 was paid in cash. So cash is going out of business. Therefore, it would be recorded on the payment side, or we can say on the credit side. So write the date, that is 9th April, by salary account 15,000. It is paid in cash. Therefore, you have to write 15,000 in the cash amount column. Then next is 10th April, cash sales of rupees 30,000. So so this means that goods was sold for cash. So cash is coming in the business, therefore it would be recorded on the debit side, or we can say on the receipt side. So write the date, that is 10th April, to sales account. Amount would be shown 30,000 in cash amount column because it is the cash sales. Then next is 11th April, rupees 10,000 was withdrawn from the bank for the personal expenses. So bank balance is decreasing, therefore it would be recorded on the credit side or on the payment side, but it is withdrawn for the personal expense, so therefore it is considered as drawings. So write the first date, that is 11th April, by drawings account. It is withdrawn from bank, therefore bank balance is affecting, therefore you have to write the 10,000 in the bank amount column. Then the next transaction is 12th April. Rupees 12,000 was paid to Ramesh towards the payable amount. So cash is going out of business, therefore it would be recorded on the credit side or on the payment side. So write the date first, 12th April, by Ramesh account. 12,000 will be written in the cash amount column because cash is paid to the Ramesh. Then the next transaction is 13th April. Raman has paid rupees 22,000 through NEFT towards our receivable amount. Bank has credited the amount. So bank balance is increasing because Raman is paying 22,000. Therefore, it would be recorded on the debit side, or we can say on the receipt side. So write the date, that is 13th April, to Raman's account 22,000. For this also, like charges, like it is paid through NEFT. So like nothing charges about charges, nothing is mentioned. Therefore, no entry will be passed for charges in the cash book. You have to show the charges only if it is given in the transaction. The next one is 14th April. Rent is paid of rupees 5,000. So cash is going out of business, therefore it would be recorded on the payment side or on the credit side. So write the date, that is 14th April, by rent account. 5,000 will be written in the cash amount column. And the last transaction is 15th April. Bank has credited rupees 30,000 of dividend. 3,000 of dividend. Bank has credited, therefore bank balance is increasing. So write the date, so it will be recorded on the receipt side or on the debit side. So 15th April, to dividend account, 3,000 will be shown in the bank amount column. Got it? So with this, now we are done with the entering all the entries in the cash book. So you all know at the end what we have to do. We have to total it, discount received column and discount allowed column as it is. But for the cash and bank column, you all know you have to see the whichever total is higher, that total will be written on the both the sides. And after the higher total, you have to minus the lower total. Then whatever balance you will get, that balance will be written here. 15th, here the date would come 15th April because it is for this cash book is prepared for the first fortnight. That means for the first 15 date only. Therefore, you have to write the 15 date by balance carried forward. 28,000 for the cash amount column and 10 lakhs 2,096,967 for the bank amount column. Got it? Okay, so now for this, now we are going to stop here. In the next video, we would be starting with the new topic, that is how to prepare the bank book. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.